cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever, the gang thriving together.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Hey, you look at the Saints defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Ready?
Now Young. And connecting here with DJ Sharp. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down.
Look, there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And that is no good. No good. Line to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And partner, a lot of kickers in this spot like to aim at the right upright and just draw it back down the center. This one looked like it was aimed at the left upright and just kept bending away.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 3.
43 rail. Ready.
Young to throw it. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Panthers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space.
Let's go.
A loss results there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And Young's throw there incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Slide 2. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
There's Wilson to throw. This one taken in by Olave. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Young, he's going to change it up. Second down, back to Sanders. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Young off the play fake. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert a 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Shotgun snap, and then to give to Sanders. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ready?
At the 21-yard line.
Ready?
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Broken tackle, and he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. New Orleans. A.T. Perry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Blankenship out to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Claws red. Set.
Now a second down throw for Young. Outright caught by Chosen. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Ready.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here is Young. And that is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The play fake, now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And down to the 36-yard line here. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to let the way to move the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a
yard to hit the 35.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Young on 3rd and 2. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. There comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was the safety, Marcus May, who got the sack there.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Let's go.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
You yellow. Hut.
Young now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, oh, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want to go in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Running right, here's Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
players look a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Young. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
The pass caught by Olave.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school. Didn't have the opportunity to get him.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A.T. Perry
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Go ultra.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Black.
Final play of the half, Young. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And that's going to be incomplete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, New Orleans.
Up the middle they go. Merritt. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. What a run that was. 88 yards on the punt return. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
Ready.
And Young's going to throw for this.
That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he is going to have a Saints first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And the Saints first down.
They'll run on first down.
Merritt on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
10 yards, good for the Saints, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like they marched to the end zone. He's had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Zach Wilson.
A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
What a call there on the quarterback draw. You want to spread the field and just tell your QB, hey, find a lane and go. And he's able to get the defense in a vulnerable spot and then take it into the end zone.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Still going. Inside the 20.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panthers sack. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry Wilson on second down. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Third and long, it's Wilson. That is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Can't cycle. White. Cut.
Now Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now a man picked up after 2 years in Detroit. It's Jamal Williams.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. A big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back. It's time to run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. To throw on second down is Young. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
A play fake. Now Young. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Saints on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 17. Flushed. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brian Burns able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points. And that's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 39 yards there, a big one. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Drill 52.
They'll run with Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
38.
Young here, you can see changing the play. Young to throw on 2nd down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Looking for a seam but finding none. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Officially no gain on the play and it's 2nd down.
Now Wilson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 48 yards.
And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So now it may look bleak, but this one not over. They do have all 3 timeouts.
Even at this point on the field, where it looks like, you're really backed up, hold them to a field goal. That's the mantra right now. You hold them to a field goal, you still got a chance to take care of business on the other end. But you're right, the 3 timeouts are going to be key. How well they use them to preserve clock as well as stopping them, that's the key to giving them a chance to win.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Young's going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Go.
Now Young. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Blaster, stay. Red, yellow. Smash, red. Hut.
Young to throw.
Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw.
He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Ready.
Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
An excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Carolina, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.